If you ask me what my most favorite portrayal of a character is, then Captain Jack Sparrow has got to be on the top of the list. Johnny Depp's performance as Captain Jack Sparrow in the blockbuster film series Pirates of the Caribbean was nothing more than spectacular. He made us fall in love with his character for his wit, his humor, and his fighting skills, which are pretty underrated. We all saw how he faced tons of pirate villains, wielding great power like Davy Jones, Blackbeard, Armando Salazar, and even the powerful sea goddess Calypso. Sparrow's intuitive mind led him to launch great voyages across the world's oceans, and allowed him to grasp magnificent treasures, and the one that definitely caught my mind was when they found the Fountain of Youth. Nothing could ever top that fight scene and how amazing it truly was. To say the least, Pirates of the Caribbean has proven itself to be one of the most successful movie franchises in the history of cinema. And in light of that, this video is going to contain everything that you need to know about the lessons I learned from watching the movies. But before we pierce that through the gist, I would just like to give you a little disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor, so better take all my advice with a pinch of salt, and take only what can be applied to you. I do my very best in telling you the latest information in terms of financial management. But if you're experiencing serious problems, that is the time to seek out services by professionals and experts to help you out with what you're facing. Welcome to the Quantum Wealth, where the road to success begins. Before starting with the video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and comment below your thoughts on today's video. Make sure you stay tuned and watch this video until the very end because it's going to be interesting. To tell you the truth, Pirates of the Caribbean really changed my life in a financial aspect, and here's how they did it. At number 5, they taught me about being assertive. Jack Sparrow is a strong personality and he completely dominates every scene that he is in. Well, aside from the fact that he is the main character of the films, he totally steals the show whenever he springs up on screen. And this is why he's more action than talk. Sure, he's got a tacky mouth and this is one of the main reasons why we love his character so much. But when you think about it, Jack Sparrow was a man of his words and he was able to execute great motions with a goal to fulfill everything that he wants for himself and for his crew. He is not called the great Captain Jack Sparrow for nothing, right? Everywhere he went, all the folks knew of his name and even some people think that he was a legend. But ultimately, we know how real he is and how extravagant his voyages are. Much like Captain Jack Sparrow, you should always manifest all your words into solid actions. Every one of us can dream. There's no doubt about that. We all have the liberty to reach for the stars and think big. But the main problem with that is not all of us have the same determination to actually achieve everything that we have ever dreamed of. For Jack Sparrow, he always pursued greater things after making promises. And this is what you should apply. Whenever you are aiming for something new, like probably thinking of starting a business whatsoever, then you should not be all talk only. You should be assertive in everything that you do and work your hardest to make your dreams into reality. At number 4, handling the public. As a notorious character, Jack Sparrow was able to deal with the masses in a positive light, where he had a reputation as one of the world's best captains. This led him to form major alliances with powerful forces and at the same time, he might lead him to develop large feuds with other captains and crews. I guess it's safe to say that Sparrow did know how to handle the public. He knew who to be allied with and he knew who he considered enemies. This made him really well loved by his crew and well envied by his enemies. In the world of finance, most things can be played by ear. A massive percentage of the interactions in finance are developed through publicity and reputation. For example, if you need to make a loan to jumpstart your business firm from scratch, then you should have a good reputation and background to back you up. Banks will never allow you to have loans when they found out your background is faulty or suspicious. Therefore, you should start early and strive to have a good identity right now. On the same matter, you should also have a good interpersonal skills that precede you, along with your financial background. Having great and positive publicity will allow you to attract investors which can help in giving paramount aid in whatever you will need. Number 3, there's no need to evolution. Jack Sparrow was a jack of all trades. He was the complete master of his own self, able to project any character and trait needed for a specific situation. He was just a chameleon, and he always ready to innovate if he sees things not to be working anymore. Now this is a trait that everyone must possess if they really wish to attain financial success. The world as it is constantly changing, and how much more in the finance world where everything is so volatile. There's no predicting the flow of money, investments, and trends. Therefore, always be ready to adapt to what's in store right now so that you will never get left behind. Learn to innovate. At number 2, set your destination. Each of the pirates in the movies was really assertive, much like what I told you earlier. Not just Jack Sparrow, but every one of them had their own motives, goals, and objectives that they wished to fulfill. And in line with their own goals, they established a plan and eventually set a destination. When they were looking for treasures, their minds were all set to harness those treasures, and they never let anything stop them, not even by a bit. I know I told you to be innovative and versatile to adapt to change. However, that doesn't mean that you should also change your goals. Instead, stick to the main reason why you're working hard, and along the way, learn to adapt so as to make things smoother and faster. Your goal is to achieve financial success, but to make it more effective, learn to specify what is it exactly what you want and take that as your destination. Lastly, at number 1, learn to look beyond the box. As Jack Sparrow once said, not all treasure is black and white. This means that Sparrow was not really bloodthirsty to get a hold of those treasures. He also found meaning in other intangible values that he can learn when dealing with new people, encountering new sights, and facing off enemies. According to Harvard Business Publishing, market value can be described in 2 separate ways. 1, tangible value, like cash flow and earnings. And 2, intangible value. This intangible value is the one you set your company to be and how you deal with your clients. You need to have strong core values for your business, and in the end, create a good atmosphere for all stakeholders in your company, including your customers, investors, partners, and yourself. There should always be harmony between all of these parties and deliver the utmost customer service to all of your clients. The future is all in your hands. That wraps up today's video. We hope you find this video helpful, and if you like today's video, please like and subscribe to the channel. See you at the next one.